Mike Vrabel recently addressed the media in his pre-draft press conference, and he kind of hinted at the Patriots draft strategy, whether they're going to trade down, who they're looking for, or where they want to select which position in which round. There's a lot that's going to go into this, so we're going to break it down here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. But I do want to let you guys know that we are doing something pretty cool here at Chat Sports. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, we will be hosting a Chat Sports live mock draft. I will be selecting for the Patriots. I will act as Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf. So come join us, see who the Patriots take per my recommendation, and join us on this Patriots Live. Go on ahead and hit that sub button for me. In case you guys haven't seen this graphic enough, here are the Patriots draft picks. You can always feel free to screenshot this as well because we are officially 8 days away from the NFL draft. And as you guys can see here, number 1, round 1 is going to be the most important position that the Patriots do pick at. Then I do think that round 3 is going to be very spicy with 2 picks. Who are they going to select and which position are they going to address? Because there are several positions of needs that I do think the Patriots with 9 draft picks can try and fill. Number 1, obviously the offensive tackle is a position where the Patriots really need to draft a good possible starter, but at least a depth piece to play behind Verdarian Lowe, because I really do not want to watch 17 games of Lowe. So I'm hoping whoever they select at offensive tackle will have a nice competition and try and fight for a starting position if he's not already deemed an NFL starter in the draft. An offensive guard too. Left guard looks a little bit wobbly. A wide receiver in the top 3 rounds. A defensive tackle, not knowing Christian Barmore's injury status. And then Mike Vrabel already hinted that they do want a running back. It just depends on where and who. So now, with Mike Vrabel kind of hinting at where the Patriots want to do with the NFL draft, it's making me start to think that we do not know what is about to happen. Mike Vrabel said we certainly want to pick the best player as many times as we can. All right, that sounds pretty obvious. The player that we think at that point is the best player, then we'll figure it out. That's a little concerning. Maybe you look at one position and then we may have some returning starters, or we feel like our starters for the Patriots that year, or there's depth at that position. But to add premium players when available is something that you should probably always try to do. That is extremely confusing. So in summary here, it sounds like Mike Vrabel's plan is to draft the best player available, which is typically what a lot of NFL teams do. It's not the craziest thing that I've heard, but the Patriots are not like other NFL teams. We have several positions that actually need to be addressed with the NFL draft. That's why I don't really think I like this method for New England. Because what? What happens if Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback available? Does that mean we take the best quarterback available at pick number 4? No, because you don't need that position. So that's why I'm very afraid that Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf are going to take some superstar name and draft this player because he's just overall best available rather than drafting the best available at a position that we need. And if you're the Philadelphia Eagles and you're drafting at pick number 31, yes, this tactic is 100% foolproof. I like this for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Might as well just add a great kid to your roster and just beef them up for the next couple of years. For the Patriots, who are in the top 5 of the draft because we did not go to the Super Bowl last year, that's where I start to think this method has a lot of flaws and actually has more flaws than it doesn't. So I'm going to be very intrigued to see what they're going to do at pick number 4. And if he is saying that we're going to take the best overall player or if we're going to take the best overall at the position. Those are 2 very different things. So I ask you guys this. Do you agree with Mike Vrabel's approach to the draft that we want to take the best player as many times as we can? Type A for agree, type D for disagree. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel. Because in my second question that I had, the Vrabel's plan, is does this rule out a trade? Because if he is just set on drafting availability and drafting best player, does that mean he doesn't want to trade down a couple of spots and get the best player then? Does he just think that this is where we are? This is a good position to draft a good player, which is another big fat question mark over this whole entire thing. Because when you think about it, what about Armand Membou, right? Mel Kiper has him ranked as the number 1 offensive tackle in the NFL draft. Does that mean at pick number 4, the Patriots are going to go best overall at offensive tackle and take Armand Membou, even though Will Campbell might be a better option for the Patriots? Or at number 4, are they just going to take the best overall player regardless of the position in entirety? So he talked about possibly drafting a left tackle because that is the biggest need that New England has, and I cannot stress that enough. He said there are some tackles that certainly will come in and start in the NFL, and I do think that'll be Armand Membou and Will Campbell, in my opinion. That's really what you start to look for, right, is impact players. When you start picking that high, what they're going to do for you, what's the position, you talk about premium positions. That's where you weigh all the circumstances. Do I think there's starters in this draft at left tackle? Yes, I do. So you can get your starting left tackle on Thursday of next week for the foreseeable future, but yet your strategy is to draft the best available as many times as you possibly can. I just really hope that they are strategic with this and smart with this. And believe me, in the last couple of years, the Patriots have kind of not done that, aside from the obvious picks like Drake May. But the same thing of trying to trade up or trade down and missing a good player. And it's really starting to make me think that they could rule out a trade because they think there are a lot of best available people at pick number 4. So maybe it's not worth it to move all the way down to pick number 9 or pick number 10 or whoever they decide to trade for. And then another big question that I had with drafting the best overall is that Armand Membou and Will Campbell are not in the top 5 the best overall draft prospects. But you know who is? Ashton Jeanty. You know who I think is going to be available at number 4? Ashton Jeanty. Will the Patriots trade, and will they select Ashton Jeanty if they don't? That's what I'm a little bit concerned about, and that's what I'm going to talk about here in just a moment. I do want to tell you guys about the official ticketing partnership on Patriots Today by Chat Sports, and that is Game Time. If you guys want to go see the Patriots play later this season or get the chance to watch your Boston Celtics play in your backyard for the NBA playoffs, go on ahead and snag your tickets right now. Boston has not been back-to-back champions since in 56 years. You guys can watch history unfold right in front of your eyes. The Boston Celtics do win the championship this year, and you can snag your tickets right now. The reason why I use Game Time is because I know that I'm going to get the lowest price guaranteed to any event that I am attending. I also know that you guys can get a nice 180 view in your app from your seat before you buy. That way you guys know exactly what you'll be seeing and how far away you will be from the main event. Not to mention last-minute deals. You can save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. That is great for a procrastinator like myself. So if you guys want to go on ahead and download the Game Time app, use promo code CHATSPORTS. That'll give you guys $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms apply. Again, download the Game Time app. Use promo code CHATSPORTS. That'll get you $20 off. Go on ahead and download the Game Time app today because what time is it? It is game time. Does Mike Vrabel see the Patriots trading the number 4 pick? I know a lot of people in the comment sections really want this to happen because we can gain so much more than just one player with pick number 4. And there are a lot of needy teams around that 8 to 12 bubble that might want to be in our position. Mike Vrabel addressed these rumors and he said, well, I'd probably say it's a little early for that. In my experience, probably a little early for those conversations. A lot of those happen next week as we get a little bit closer to the draft. I think there's still some preparation and some managing that goes on in the coaches' reports. It's probably a little early for those conversations to happen. I'm not hearing no, which is good, but that was full-blown coach talk. 110%. We got nothing out of that. He said the same sentence 3 times. You got nothing out of that. But I do believe the one sentence he said where it's literally going to be a draft night decision. It depends on whether or not Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter are available at pick number 4. Because if they are not, then the reason for trade skyrockets to go down a couple of spots and pick up some extra draft picks. But we are not going to know until Thursday night If the Browns take Hunter and the Giants take Carter, then we're screwed. Might as well go to pick number 9 with the Saints, give them Shedeur, and we, rack up a couple more draft picks as well. But pick number 4, there are still going to be a lot of great opportunity available, and per Mike Vrabel, the best available. So per ESPN, these are the 5 best NFL draft prospects. Overall, number 1, you have Abdul Carter. Number 2, the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter. Number 3, Mason Graham, the defensive tackle out of Michigan. Number 4, arguably the best pass catcher in the draft, Tyler Warren, tight end out of Penn State. And then number 5, the Heisman finalist, Ashton Jeanty, the running back out of Boise. With pick number 4, if Carter and Hunter are gone, Ashton Jeanty will still be on the board. If Mike Vrabel is saying that they want to take the best available players as often as they possibly can, does that mean they're going to try and get a top 5 player in this draft, which is Ashton Jeanty? That is what keeps me up at night. And he's already said, we want to draft a running back. He didn't specify when or who, but he wants a young, good running back in his depth chart. And he specified when he was asked about drafting a running back, he said, I think that's individualized based on how good the player is. Not talking about Jeanty, but he said how talented and what impact that he's going to make. His ability to play in all 3 downs, his ability to catch the football, his ability to create mismatches, and obviously then what the team covets. So that was about Ashton Jeanty. And Vrabel's not saying he's not the best running back in the NFL draft. We all know he is. But it matters about position. It matters about availability. And even if Ashton is available at pick number 4, which I assume he is, you do not take Ashton Jeanty because round 1 is not the right time to take a running back. I don't care who it is. That is not what the Patriots need. In fact, that's like 5th on their list of priorities. I think round 1 is way too early. I even think pick number 4 is slightly too early for a guy like Jeanty, who's more of a compact type of runner. So overall, whether Vrabel wants a running back or not, that's fine. Babe, we have 2 picks in round 3. Why don't we try and look around that area? I do not want to draft Ashton Jeanty. Not because he's not great, but because the Patriots have way too many other areas of need they have to address. Have to. And if he goes into this draft with let's just get best available, then hell, I wouldn't rule Ashton Jeanty out. If Vrabel wants to go that approach, it might get a little bit spicy next week. So I ask you guys this. Draft Ashton Jeanty. Type D for draft, type P for pass. I mean, Alper, would you take him?
No.
He's going to say no too. Alper, a lifelong Patriots fan as well. All right, well, I'm going to go P for pass. Alper's going P for pass. So you guys let me know in the comment section down below. As always, we'll be live tomorrow to do a mock draft. So come hang out with us in there. Patriots Today live. All you guys have to do is hit that sub button and turn on your noties.